everyone? It's your girl Shay here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And this time I actually have a discussion, and in this discussion I actually want to talk about anime YouTubers and social media influencers. The reason why I really want to talk about it is more so, do we feel as like an anime community if they can actually help to change the community or help to change the industry? And the reason why I thought up this topic is because I know definitely that so many brands and so many businesses are looking at social media influencers or YouTubers per se to increase their brand, and a lot of times to have more connection with those that actually use their products, because a lot of times these influencers are, strangely enough, the middleman for their products. And the best example I can give is Pokemon Go. A lot of them use Pokemon Go influencers or Pokemon Go YouTubers to see where they can, you know, get better with the application, because these are people that play it every day and they hear us among that community who play it what it is we kind of want. And I feel like anime YouTubers can be used the same way, but I had to really think up a list and figure out whether or not this is possible. And my answers are both yes and no for many different reasons, which I'm definitely going to list for you guys. And of course, I would like you guys to comment down below on what you basically think. So I feel like the reason why, you know, anime YouTubers can change the industry, definitely change the industry, is that they can definitely influence what shows people watch. And I know I made a video about anime YouTubers before, and I had said something along the lines of it like, yes, we can influence it, but yes, we don't influence it so much. But I feel like it is true that we can influence what people watch, especially because so many people, not all of us, but a few anime YouTubers are heavily watched, and they can definitely like do recommendations for shows that people want to see if they've watched this show or they've watched that show, or they can say what shows they feel weren't that great. And I feel it definitely does influence what shows people are deciding to pick up and watch due for any reasons, whether to see whether or not they're as good as someone says or whether they're as bad as someone says. Also, I feel like anime, you know, YouTubers can help bring about or start discussions or topics about things that are going on within the industry. And we have to be very careful about this, not to be so opinionated about it, but just to bring them up in a news kind of a way, so that, you know, other big companies, if they ever watch our videos, know what's actually going on and know what greatly affects us and why it affects us. And I feel like YouTubers, especially anime ones, basically are good at that or are able to do that. I also say yes because we also act as like a weird middleman between us and the industry sometimes, because we do see basically what's going on. Also, I say yes because we can also shape anime companies into what it is that we want from their apps, because we can listen to, I guess, a lot of you guys' stories or topics or whatever, and we can greatly influence like new features that we may want within the app, or what shows we want added to the app if we're really wanting to watch them. And I just feel like it's possible, you know, it's definitely possible that anime YouTubers can change the industry and can change the community. The biggest thing I feel like they can do is definitely changing the community, because I feel like the anime community, especially now, is very, very hostile. It's very divided. And also I feel like the anime community itself has always been known in a lot of ways to be very toxic. And I feel like they can definitely bring about change. They can definitely help, you know, tone down that toxicity. They can definitely help in, you know, making everyone, or not really making everyone, but helping to make this community a more positive one. In what ways, I'm not sure. I just maybe, you know, talking about positivity a lot more, trying not to come off as elitist or as opinionated about stuff, but just having fun with it. And I feel like it takes not just the YouTubers themselves, but also the fans also. And those are like my lists of like yeses of like how they can actually change the community. I know that's not the best yeses, but that's kind of what I was able to come up with. But I also say no, and these are my reasons of why I say no. So one of the reasons why I say no is because of the fans. Anime fans are very, very stubborn. They like what they like, they know what they don't like, and they are very, very opinionated, and they don't want anyone else telling them about why they didn't like their show or why they like their show. And like I've said before, a lot of anime fans dislike anime YouTubers for various reasons, and one of them is being elitist, and that's because a lot of people feel that anime YouTubers can come off as like they're greater than the fans because of the fact that they are speaking out or talking about this on YouTube. And in no way do I feel like all of them are trying to come off that way. Yes, there's a few, but I don't feel like all of them are. But I do understand that anime fans can be very, very stubborn, and they can be very hurt very easily if you tell them you dislike a show that so many of them love. They will like literally like burn you at the stake because they're like, you hate my show, I'ma hate you. And that's literally kind of like how anime fans are. I also say no also because anime itself, though, is such a niche topic, and it's such a niche genre. Even though we're seeing a lot more live actions come out and a lot more like anime movies coming out into theaters and stuff like that, and it just kind of like blending into a lot of different, you know, realms of society, it is still a very niche topic, especially for YouTubers. A lot of the YouTubers you see are, you know, fashion or vloggers or just, you know, anything and everything, but anime is still a very, very niche, small group of people that actually make these kind of videos, so we may not be as noticed as it would other social media influencers. And the reason why I say this is because I've seen Crunchyroll give out, you know, brands or sponsorships to other YouTubers who may not be heavily into anime, but they may talk about it every now and then. And for those people who are heavily into anime, they may not be seen as much because that's all that they talk about, so their videos aren't readily spread out among YouTube as they would other YouTubers, if you kind of get what I'm saying. Another reason why is because I feel like the anime community, though, may not be completely ready for social media influencers. And the main reason why is because of the simple fact that they're not open yet to even people discussing or talking about it. And a lot of anime fans still want anime to be a very underground kind of a genre, even though now it's starting to become a lot more mainstream. So that's why I kind of say no, that they won't exactly change the community or change the industry because they're not as readily accepted just yet. And I really hate to say that, but it's actually very, very true. I've seen so many people on social media say they want to get rid of anime YouTubers or want to get rid of, anime reviewers just on YouTube. As far as blogging is concerned, they're perfectly fine with it. But as far as like watching someone on YouTube, a lot of them don't like. And I feel like that's why we, including myself here, may not actually change the community, is because we're not as readily accepted just yet. I'm not going to say all of us. I'll say a select few are accepted, like the Anime Man and maybe Digibro and Giga and stuff like that. But I feel like other anime YouTubers are not as accepted just yet. And I feel like once that happens, a lot of change can happen. But I think bottom line, what it takes is just the anime community itself standing together, standing behind these YouTubers, and not being so butthurt if a YouTuber doesn't enjoy their show, because everyone has their opinion. But what do you guys think? That's my yes and my no as to why I feel like anime, influencers or anime YouTubers can or cannot or won't change the community or the industry. But what do you guys think? Do you think anime YouTubers can change the industry or change the community? Comment down below and definitely let me know your thoughts on it. Do you agree with any of the yeses or the nos that I put out there for you guys? I want to once again know that as well. And yeah, that's pretty much my video for you guys. As you guys know, I come out with new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So comment down below or subscribe, better yet, to my channel so that you will check out more of my videos. I will also leave a link to my most recent videos, so check that out also. And I leave links down below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my blog as well. So check me out on there too. And I will see you guys on Saturday with a new video, which is going to be my complete and total review of The Promised Neverland, since episode 12 comes out this week. All right, you guys, I'll see you guys soon.